everybody, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa, and today I am talking about products that I've changed my mind about. I constantly see people doing these kinds of videos all over YouTube, so I thought I'd give it a shot because, to be honest with you, most products that I try, I kind of like make up my mind about them and stay that way. But there are a few products that I've changed my mind about over the course of time, and I want to talk about them with you guys today. These are all gonna be just makeup products. I have 5 products because these are the 5 products that I could find in my collection right now that I haven't decluttered, that I changed my mind about. So I have 5 of these products, and I'm gonna be sharing them with you right now. So if you want to learn more, then make sure to keep watching. First product I'm going to be talking about today is a Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. If you guys have been on my channel or on my blog or anywhere, then you guys know that I really love this primer. It's one of my go-tos. It's literally one of the only 2 primers that I use whenever I want to prime my face. But I didn't always love it. When I first used it, like the first few times I used it, I would just apply it and then go immediately over it with my foundation or whatever. And it pilled. It pilled disgustingly. Like, it was bad. But it was mostly because I didn't really know how to use this, because on Milk's website it does say that you have to wait 1 or 2 minutes for this to sink in. So, it was user error. And once I figured that out and I let it sink in, it's amazing. It makes my makeup last so long, and it feels very nice on my skin. So I used to hate this because I didn't know how to use it. But once I learned, I now love it, and it's a staple in my collection for sure. Up next, I have the internet's favorite Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. When I first got this, first of all, it was like, everyone was buying it. I couldn't get it anywhere. Like, my shade was always sold out. Once I got it, it was like, truly. Like, it was a dream come true. And I loved this because this is like the highest coverage concealer I've ever tried in my life. I have pretty bad under eyes, like pretty bad under eyes. So when I first started using this, I loved it because it was super full coverage. Like, it literally erased my under eyes, any blemish that I had on my face. This is a really good product for that, but it is really dry and it is pretty heavy. So as I started getting older, like, I'm only 22, but as I started getting older, I cannot use this on my, under my eyes anymore. Like, I can mix it with other products, but I can't just use this liberally under my eyes because it will look heavy and it will make my under eyes look dry. It's just not what it used to be, which makes me so sad to know that I am changing. My face is aging, as every face does, but I can't use this anymore the way that I used to. It's not my go-to anymore. I like the Too Faced Born This Way concealer a lot more because it has similar coverage, but it's definitely lighter weight and not as dry. Now I have to mix this with other stuff if I want the coverage, but I don't want the dryness. Unfortunately, it is not my favorite concealer anymore. Okay, up next, I have the Rituel de Fil. I'm butchering that name. This is the Ashen Umber Eye Soot. I don't know, in the shade of Viscera. Now, you guys know I've talked about this a little bit in a few videos. This is not so much a changed my mind on it as an disappointment about the product. When I first got it, I really loved the packaging. I thought it was super unique. The color is gorgeous, and this is kind of like a cream formula. What I don't like about this, it's how hard it is to get it out. Like, once you get it out, the formula is super pigmented and you get color payoff right away. And it is such a pretty color, right? And I really love burgundy. So when I bought this, I was like, yes, I'm so excited to use it. And then I never used it until a few years ago because this is so hard to use. Like, the formula looks nice when you swatch it, but on the eyes, it's a weird formula. It's like a sticky cream. I don't know. It doesn't glide on easily. It's hard to build up on the eyes, and it is impossible to get out of this. It applies best with a finger, but how? This does not look appropriate, but you guys know what I mean. If you have nails, I have really short nails and I still have a hard time getting into this. So it's just, it's such a hassle. And I was once contacted by the Rituel de Fil team on Instagram, and they told me that the best way to apply and blend these is by tapping. You have to tap your brush, tap your finger, whatever. Who has got the time? There are way better cream shadows out there that are literally a dupe for this color and are way less expensive, and they work perfectly. So I really wanted to love this, and I was super excited when I first got it, but now I don't know what it's doing in my collection still. Like, I think I'm keeping it because it was so expensive and it just looks pretty, but it isn't practical at all. It's not practical. I never use it, and I'm sad. I'm disappointed. Doesn't excite me anymore. Up next, I have the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. Now, you guys might be surprised because this is a mascara that I talk about all the time, like either on my blog, Instagram, here. I just recently used it in a video, but I didn't always love this. The first thing that I hated about this was when I picked it up, I got the waterproof version. I don't need a waterproof mascara ever, and they're so hard to take off. So I was like, fuck, no, I got waterproof. Oh. Second thing, I got the brown instead of the black. So it was like a 2-in-1. I was like, why did I not pay any attention when I bought this? Also, at first, I was wanting this to be like a mascara that would give me volume, like that I could build up a little bit more. It isn't that. It's literally like the Falsies Lash Lift. It's more of a natural mascara, and if you apply a bunch of coats of this, it will clump up. So at first I hated it. The formula was pretty wet, but it has since dried up a little bit, and I have learned how to use it, and now I'm obsessed with it. You just apply thin layers or thin coats of this. You don't go overboard, and it's a brown mascara, so it's gonna look much more natural than a black. I learned to embrace the brown, and I fell in love. It is so easy to use. It is a little tricky to remove, but that's only because it's waterproof, and that was like on me. But it's great, and it makes my lashes look great and natural, and just like I'm wearing a little bit of something, but in a natural way. So I used to hate this because, again, I didn't really know how to use it. I hadn't cracked the code, and the formula was a bit too wet. But now that it's dry, it's a dream come true, and I love this mascara, and I use it every single week. So last but not least, I have another mascara. Mascaras are one of those things that I tend to change my mind on, and this is the L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara. This is the mascara that does this. Not a huge fan of this. I wasn't a huge fan of it when I first bought it, and I'm not a huge fan of it now. This is another one of those mascaras that I wasn't really looking when I bought it, and I bought the shade Black Brown. So this is another brown mascara. I don't know what it is with me and brown mascaras. I used to hate this. Again, when I first got it, the formula was very wet, and I felt like it just got everywhere. And the wand reminds me of one of the Benefit mascaras. I don't remember the name of it, but the wand kind of looks like this. It's plasticky. And I was like, I like the Benefit mascara, maybe I like this one, but when I first used it, I didn't like it. It was a very wet mascara. It now still is kind of a wet mascara, and I've had it for a while. So I was like, ugh, I don't know if I love this because it felt just too wet. It does separate my lashes a lot, but it wasn't like, I couldn't really build it up without it being super clumpy. Again, once it dried out, I really loved it. As I mentioned, I don't care for this. I don't bend this to get a precise, like, mascara application. It just doesn't work for me. Now that the formula has dried out a little bit more, it is beautiful. It gives me so much length and hold. This is not a mascara that I hear a lot of talk about, but it's really good. Like, if you're looking for true length, like you want length and separation, this guy. It doesn't give you the most volume, but it gives you just enough so that it balances it out. Oh my god, it makes my lashes look great. I definitely use this more on the daily when I'm looking for something. When I do want definition, it's not like the Falsies mascara where it is more of a natural look. This doesn't give you as much of a natural look, like people will know you're wearing mascara, but the brown just tones it down. I'm a poet now as well. This mascara just brings out the best in me. It's great, I love it. I used to like, wasn't my favorite, but now it's one of the go-tos. One of the go-tos for sure. Okay, you guys, and those were 5 products that I've changed my mind about. Let me know if you guys would like a part 2 of me just talking about more beauty products that I maybe used to love and now hate, or vice versa. And let me know if you have any products that you've changed your mind about. Let me know in the comments below, because you guys know I'm a curious cat and just want to know everything. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And if you're into super easy and real makeup and beauty content like today's video, then make sure to subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I'd love to see you here every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun. I hope this was a fun video idea. It was a little different for me, but I really enjoyed it, so I hope you did too. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Bye everyone. Mwah.